had envisioned coming into this series. And, really the story of this series was, Giants, they did a great job fighting back late in these ball games. Um, you know, Even though falling behind early, they were able to mount comebacks and get the game within a run and have an opportunity at the very end of the game and just came up short. And so, just really tough, when you've been struggling the way that the Giants have, and you have these opportunities and you're unable to complete the comeback. You just run out of time. Giants are able, in the eighth, the ninth innings, they were able to put some runs on the board and have a chance there, and just came up short. Welcoming everyone to the post game show. Glad you joined us this afternoon. We're breaking this one down. A tough one, but we gotta move forward from this and look, try to kind of reset. Tomorrow's an off day, so we can kind of get our mindset ready for Friday and try to get a win. Right now, we really badly need to get a win and to start building some momentum. And right now, I think the goal is to finish the season strong. So we've been struggling right now, and we got to turn it around and do so hopefully soon. Breaking down this game, Alex Wood going 4 2/3 innings. He gives up 4 runs in this one. So it was a tough outing for Alex Wood out there. Obviously facing a very tough Padres lineup, but kept us in the game. Was able to do the best that he could. So we were down early, but we were able to come back in this game. So that's what I really enjoyed in this series was, the Padres. We were able to put up a good fight and come back late in these ball games, and so I give us a lot of credit. Facing a good Padres team. When you see that we got swept, obviously a loss is a loss. So these 1-run losses, they really sting, especially when you've been struggling and you badly need to get wins. So that's probably what was the toughest thing about this series, was coming up just short. Having the opportunities that we had, and so we got to bounce back. Looking forward to trying to rewrite the ship coming this weekend with the Philadelphia Phillies coming to town. Should be a great series. We'll see Bryce Harper and the Phillies. It's going to be fun. I look forward to seeing the Giants get back on track. At home, it'll be a good opportunity. This series did not go well, but we got to look forward to the future. Have short-term memory, and the great thing about playing baseball every day is tomorrow you're going to have another opportunity. So looking forward to Friday. Giants trying to turn it around here. And we got Alex Cobb going on Friday, so it's going to be a good one. Now, breaking down the offensive highlights of this game for your San Francisco Giants. The Giants getting on the board in the bottom of the 6th inning thanks to a Austin Wynns RBI double that made it a 5-1 game. And in the bottom of the 7th, Gonzalez knocks in a run to make it a 5-3 game with an RBI single. And in the bottom of the 8th, Jock Peterson, and the Giants have got to re-sign Jock Peterson. He just continues to get it done in those big game moments. Critical at bats in the game. So love what we've been seeing from Jock Peterson this year, and really making the case for the San Francisco Giants to re-sign him, and that is something that I would love to see the Giants do in the offseason. Definitely got to bring Jock Peterson back. He's just been incredible this year, and last night hitting his 20th home run of the season, an absolute blast, hitting the 96 splash hit home run in Oracle Park history. It was an incredible home run to see, and for it being his 20th home run of the season. He's had a really nice season, an all-star season for Jock Peterson. So that was a big hit for him to get that. Welcome in everyone to the post game show. Glad you joined us this afternoon. We're breaking this one down. A tough loss. It's a tough loss. We're keeping the positive vibes here. Giants got a great future. We got a lot of great talent coming up through the farm system, and yeah, this is just a small bump in the road. We got to finish the season strong, but really feeling excited about the direction of where this San Francisco Giants team is headed. In the moment we're struggling, but we got a really bright future, and the off season is going to be a lot of fun to see what we add to this team, because this team is really talented, and they're definitely a lot better than what their record shows. So I'm really looking forward to seeing us bounce back big time next year. I really think we're in great position. And yeah, it's going to be fun to see what happens. Looking forward to it. And, I think it's been a tough season. But, we got to try to make adjustments. And, I think the future is really bright with the San Francisco Giants. So despite right now going through tough times with the 7-game losing streak, we got to turn it around. And Friday got an opportunity to get a win and to end this losing streak. So it's going to be key. Looking forward to seeing the offense have a big game and score a lot of runs, because we know that when this offense is healthy and clicking, they are very potent, and that they're going to be putting together great at-bats and getting in a lot of pitches out of the opposing pitchers. So I'm excited. I still believe that this San Francisco Giants team has got a run in them to finish out the season. I think we can go on, an insane winning streak down the stretch. So by no means is the season for sure gone, but obviously, we're falling, I think, 6 or 7 games below 500. Right now, we got to focus on getting back to 500 and taking it one game at a time, and we got what it takes. So I think the San Francisco Giants team is definitely motivated to turn things around, because they know for sure that they are a lot better than what their record shows. So I'm excited to see what adjustments we make, and I think we can play some great baseball down the stretch. And even if we miss the playoffs, I think building that foundation, building confidence, and building momentum going into the offseason, I think is going to be key to building to a successful 2023 season. And it's going to be very exciting to see what additions we make in the offseason. And yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be, and then we got the new schedule coming out. Would love to hear some thoughts from everyone out there. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Would love to hear what everyone thinks of the new schedule format coming to Major League Baseball for the 2023 season. It's going to be very interesting. Everybody will play everybody now in the number of divisional games. Instead of playing every team in your division 19 games, you are now going to be playing every team in your division 13 games. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be really great. And the fact that you're now going to get a chance to play against everyone, I think is great for the game of baseball and for the fans. Being able to see the greatest players of the sport, of the game, play, and to be able to see your team play against everyone. So I really do think this new schedule format is going to be great for the game of baseball, for the fans, players, and everyone involved. So I'm really excited. It's going to be an exciting 2023 season to see how the new schedule goes. And this schedule is more a balanced schedule. And so I like the way that it's set up. And I think, part of what probably went into deciding to do this balanced schedule is the fact that you had some divisions in baseball that were a lot weaker than other divisions which were stronger. And the thing about this is that division winners were given higher seeding and home field advantage in playoffs versus, say, a team with a better record that would be a wild card. And it just so happened that, say, that team would be in a much stronger division. And so even despite having a very good record, they end up as a wild card, and yet they are lower seeding than, say, a division winner with a lower record. So I think it's going to be interesting. Love to hear what everyone thinks about it. Welcome in, everyone, to the post-game show. Glad you joined us today. We're breaking this one down. Another tough one. A tough one for the San Francisco Giants. Obviously, getting swept, not what we had envisioned coming into the series. But all we can do is turn the page, look forward to the next game upcoming. Hold on, guys. Got to put my charger on. All right, got that thing. So Giants got to turn it around. We still got some time left in the season to build some momentum and to play some great baseball down the stretch. So that's what I'd love to see. We definitely got what it takes. And right now, just got to have short-term memory, turn the page, move forward. So we can definitely do it. Welcome in, everyone. Glad you joined us this afternoon. We're breaking this one down. A lot to be excited for the future of the San Francisco Giants, even though things right now in the present terms are not going well. This team is very talented. We have a lot of exciting young talent coming up through the farm system. So I think it's going to be really exciting for what the future holds for the San Francisco Giants. And right now we just got to get through this little mini bump in the road. This adversity, we've been through tough times, and we've been able to bounce back. So we definitely got what it takes, to play better baseball down the stretch. Would love to see that. So continuing to break down the offensive highlights of the game. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Giants getting within a run on the Jock Peterson 2-out RBI single. Absolutely big hit. Peterson continuing to get big hits, and definitely the San Francisco Giants have got to re-sign Jock Peterson. He has been fantastic this season, and last night crushing his 20th home run of the season into McCovey Cove. It was an incredible home run, and it cleared the water by several feet. So very impressive home run from Jock Peterson. And just really enjoyed watching him this season. He's been so much fun to have on the team, and I really hope the San Francisco Giants re-sign him for the 2023 season. I definitely think, giving him a 2 or 3 year deal he's definitely earned it for the way he's playing, and yeah, he's just playing at the top of his game, and his at bats are really great and fun to watch. So really enjoyed watching what we've been seeing from him. So the pitching matchups for Friday's game, the Philadelphia Phillies will be coming to town. Giants will be sending Alex Cobb to the mound in the opener. Cobb 4-6 with a 3.81 ERA and 115 strikeouts on the season. So Alex Cobb has put together some good starts this year. So definitely looking forward to seeing what he can do on Friday. Trying to be the stopper. Giants need to get a win. We got to end this 7-game losing streak. It's been tough, and going against this Padres team, I give us a lot of credit fighting back in these games. We were falling behind early, but we showed a lot of fight. To fight back in these games and to make it close at the end, to make it a 1-run game. Obviously, last night's loss, a 1-run game, 4-3, and today 5-4. So look, Giants were so close to being able to pick up big time wins against a playoff team here with the Padres, who they're looking to solidify that final wild card spot. So I give us a lot of credit fighting back in these games, and to give us an opportunity late in the game to be able to make something happen. And yeah, just tough. Tough when you have these kind of losses. When you have been struggling, and you just gotta move forward. And so I think, despite these tough losses, we're gonna keep the positive vibes. Looking at the positive things we were able to build, and I think, proving that we can fight back and making it a close game. Again, we're a few at bats or a few plays away from, this potentially being a whole nother outcome from the game. And so, yeah, it's tough, but we're gonna move forward, and I'm excited. I think I still think we got a chance to turn things around to finish out the season. Maybe not to make the playoffs, but I think this team can definitely play great baseball down the stretch, and I think that's going to be big for building some momentum going into next season. I think it's key, and let's see what happens. Tough times right now, but we gotta, always sticking through the tough times with our beloved San Francisco Giants, and definitely feeling that they can still turn things around and finish out the season strong. So it's going to be very key. Health this year, of course, injuries have been a major factor. We haven't been healthy, and we've had a lot of unfortunate setbacks health-wise, and that's made it tough when you're going through a lot of adversity this year, and kind of what has been the story of this season. We have been way too inconsistent, as we haven't been able to consistently, we've shown at times putting together some good runs, but then we just end up just continuing to be too inconsistent. So that's definitely something that we got to work on down the stretch. The consistency, especially defensively. We haven't been the best defensively. We have struggled out there, racking up a lot of errors. It's been tough right now to watch. This team is way more talented, and they're a lot better than what their record shows. So right now the goal to finish out the season strong and to have a good mindset. The San Francisco Giants team, they have a good mindset. Right now things are looking tough, but all it takes is putting together a good game, getting a win, and starting to build from there. And I think take it one game at a time. That's all we can do. Control the things that we can control, and see what we can do. So I think right now, these are going to be key games down the stretch. It's going to be like an audition for next season. Who is going to be taking those starting jobs, and earning those starting jobs. So I think seeing the at bats and the pitchers out there, and especially in the bullpen as well. We're seeing some young guys like Alexander, awesome. I mean, what a story that is. Congratulations to Alexander, 6-year Major League veteran. The 33-year-old grew up a San Francisco Giants fan, and now has got fulfilled his dream of playing for the San Francisco Giants and wearing the Giants uniform at Oracle Park. And he's looked really good. He looked good out there today, and in the few games that we have seen him. So that'll be interesting to follow if we can see Alexander, be a huge asset in the bullpen. Because the bullpen, we know that we have struggled this year, have not been as sharp as we were last season. So I definitely think, seeing who is going to step up in the bullpen and really anchor down those roles in those spots. It's going to be fun to watch. So let's see what happens. So we are going to be wrapping up the post-game show here shortly. But before we do, as always, we are going to get to our picks of the game. So we'd love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game. I really appreciate everyone checking in. Giants, right? it was a tough one. There's no doubt about it. This is a frustrating loss, but you gotta have short-term memory and turn the page. And yeah, tomorrow's the next series on Friday. New day, new opportunity. So all you can do is move forward and yeah, just turn the page. And I give us a lot of credit fighting back in these games. We didn't just when the Padres went up early in these games, we showed a lot of fight to fight back in these games and to give us a chance there at the end. Welcome in everyone to the post-game show. Glad you joined us this afternoon. I really appreciate everyone checking in, taking time out of your day to check in. Really means a lot. So thank you so much to everyone out there. Giants right now, we are going through tough times. Getting swept, it's not what we envisioned coming into this series. This was going to be a big test going against the Padres, and the fact that we showed a lot of fight to fight back in these games to make it close at the end. I give us a lot of credit, but yeah, just tough. Tough when you have these kind of losses out there. What's going on, Logan? How's it going? I'm doing good. Definitely. Still keeping the positive vibes. I know. Yeah, we're struggling. But this team. They're showing a lot of fight, and I think. Hopefully we can build off that, and just try to start building some momentum to finish out the season strong. Got to look forward to next year. Yeah, absolutely. Right now that is the goal, and it's tough. I mean, as much as yes, right now the playoffs for this year definitely not looking to be, for us to have a chance anymore. But yeah, it's been a tough season, so I think right now, look forward to next year, and it's going to be a really exciting year. I think this Giants team is very talented, and I think we can go into the offseason, make some great free agent additions or maybe via trade. And I definitely think that this Giants team can be positioned to be right back in playoff contention next season and compete for the National League West division title. So that's what's really exciting is, we're going to be coming back strong next year. So I can't wait for it. 3 series against the Phillies, Dodgers, and Brewers. Need to sweep all or at least take most. It's probably a less than 2 or 1% chance for the Giants to make the playoffs this year. And for them to do that, it's going to take one game at a time, and almost everything to almost go perfect down the stretch. But I think really excited to be building towards next year, looking forward to next year, and these are going to be valuable games, valuable playing time for the young guys, for the guys that are getting playing time here. So getting that opportunity. Hi Travis, we're so much better than what we're showing. How's it going, Robert? Good to see you. Absolutely, this Giants team, they're much better than what we're showing, and it's tough. It's been a tough season, but I feel like that we can finish out this season strong, and we're going to be again, I think we're going to be right back there contending next year and contending for the division title, and I think we can make some good free agent additions. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of money to spend this offseason. So I think, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Giants go out there and, make a big signing. I know that they're, Farhan Zaidi usually is pretty smart about, financially making the decision, signings and trades that are going to not only make sense in the short term, but also the long term. So I'm really excited to see what Farhan Zaidi, GM Scott Harris, and this entire Giants front office, the decisions they're going to make in the offseason. I think they're going to be able to get us right back to contending next year. And we're just going to have to put this one behind us. I think, we had a lot of, how would you resolve the issues? Are So yeah, I would not be willing to overpay for free agents, but I think again, if you're maybe overpaying by a little bit, then maybe it might be something that I would be open to entertaining, but definitely not overpaying by a lot. So the Giants don't normally do that, but I think we'll be very smart with what free agents we do pick up, and making the kind of signings like signing a Tommy LaStella for 3 years and 15 million, I think it was, and signing starting pitchers for 5 or 6 million. Getting good deals. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see what we can do. But yeah, resolving the issues right now. I think with this team, they just gotta. I mean, they gotta put in more effort. I think the work. They got to put in more work. Defensively we have not looked good, and offensively we haven't been good this year. And so I think to resolve the issues, yeah, it's gonna take time. I mean, well, they can, the Giants know how to get out of this funk. We've been in funks before and have been able to turn it around. Yeah, to right now, with everything going on this season, it's just been really tough. So I think what adjustments to make for next year. I think putting in more work, trying putting in more quality at bats, and pitching wise, try to execute on your pitches, and keep your focus, stay in the game mentally. I think Giants have had too many errors defensively, so I think when in terms of the mental side of the game, I feel like the Giants, yeah, that's where I think we've struggled this year, because we're a lot better than what our record shows, and we've had some mental errors that have cost us some games this year. No one anticipated. Yeah, no one. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I was predicting us to contend for the division, and at the very least, be in contention for the wild card. And I could not have envisioned being where we are now. Basically, not even having a chance in the wild card anymore as we head into September. But things happen, and when things happen, there's two things you can do. You can, which we're not doing. Yeah, which is you can complain, or you can accept reality and move forward. So I think this San Francisco Giants team, and I think all of us, the fans, and everyone, we've accepted reality, and we're moving forward. We're excited about the future. This season, yes, hasn't gone the way we thought it would, but we can still, if we can play great baseball this last month of the year, it's going to build some good momentum and some good confidence into next season. So that's going to be huge. You don't want to finish out the season on a sour note. So I think these games are going to be key. Defense. What are the odds of re-signing Rodon? Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think there's a good chance that Rodon can get a good extension, because I think he is signed for 2 years. So I definitely believe the San Francisco Giants will definitely look to extend Carlos Rodon's contract. So that'll be interesting. Depends on which players would you be content to keep for next year. Most definitely, Jock Peterson for sure. He's just been incredible. Rodon, I would love to see him get an extension. Alex Wood, I still think Alex Wood has got a lot of gas left in the tank. I think he is signed for 1 year, if I'm not mistaken. But I would love to see Alex Wood back. Obviously DeSclafani had the unfortunate season-ending injury, so getting him back is going to be a huge plus in the rotation next year. So I think getting guys back healthy, this team is going to be looking really good, and it's going to Lamont Wade Jr. I think he is under contract, if I'm not mistaken, but again, he's a guy I would love to see back. So there's we have to offer like $30 million a year, than the current $22 million a year than what he's earning. So Rodon is definitely going to command a high paying contract for sure, and well earned. Would you sign Judge for 5 years for almost $200 million? That's a good one. I mean, would I do it? To be honest, yes, I would. I mean, when you're talking about a game changer like Aaron Judge, adding him to your lineup and, even playing in Oracle Park, just his presence in the lineup, he's going to make everyone better. And with this Giants team, I think the way that we're built with good starting pitching and, when our bullpen is clicking and we got a lot of young guys that, I think hopefully that they can continue to get better going into next season. So, I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, I know Giants were going to sign Bryce Harper. They were in the running on it. There seemed to be in the running for a lot of the big name free agents. So I think if there was a way to bring Aaron Judge and onto your team, even for that price, I mean, the Giants, yes, we command a high payroll. So I think that the success that would come from bringing in a guy like that, I think it would end up working out to be a good investment. It would be very risky though. So I think that's a very tough one, but the right circumstances would definitely have to present themselves. Game on the line, would you want Jock or Flores hitting? That's a good one. I mean, both of those guys are so clutch. I'll probably go with Flores. Big shout out to Wilmer Flores having a career year this year. I mean, he has been a tremendous San Francisco Giant. What he's been able to do since he's been here has just been tremendous. And now with over 61 plus RBIs, so he's really had a really nice season. So we are going to be wrapping up here and getting to our picks of the game. So I'd love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game. For my pick of the game, I'm going to take Jock Peterson, coming up with that big hit in the bottom of the 8th inning, RBI single to make it a 1-run game. Jock Peterson, he has just been amazing putting together clutch at-bats. Yesterday's game, the incredible home run last night into McCovey Cove was tremendous. His 20th home run of the season. So I'm taking Jock Peterson as the pick of the game. What's going on, Mikey? How's it going? Good to see you. To be honest, Longo is having a respectable year. Would you want him to return? Yeah, I mean, I would like to see him return. I really think Longoria has still got a lot left in the tank, and I think when he's healthy out there, I mean, he puts together great at bats, and he's got the long ball home run threat and plays a Gold Glove caliber third base. So definitely, I would like to see the Giants bring back Evan Longoria. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Should be interesting. So thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate all of your support. Before we wrap up, if you see my good friend Eric, the legend, Home Baby Baseball, if you see him live for the post game, be sure to go check out his channel for incredible San Francisco Giants content. You do not want to miss it, and for all things baseball. So definitely go check out Eric's channel at Home Baby Baseball. So thank you, everyone, so much for checking in for today's post game. A tough one for the Giants. Not how we envisioned it, but love to see the fight that we showed, fighting back in these games. So despite getting swept, we're going to turn the page and looking forward to Friday's game. Let's start building some momentum for next season. Can the Giants sign Duvall to a long-term contract? That I would love to see that. I mean, Camille Duvall, what we have seen from him in the 9th inning, he's looked really good out there and really matured in that closer role. So definitely something I think, it would be awesome to see if we can get a long-term deal signed for Camille Duvall in the offseason. Would be great to see. Can't wait. 49ers football, 10 more days. Let's go. The start of the Trey Lance era. It's going to be amazing. Already. Oh, awesome. Awesome to hear. Thank you for that update, Robert. Appreciate that from Eric. Thank you, everyone, so much checking in. So we are wrapping up here shortly. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm, and let's smash the like button. Thank you everyone so much. This feedback really helps out the channel big time. This feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant, so then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many San Francisco Giants fans and baseball fans out there. So thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you taking valuable time out of your day to check out the post game and say hi in the chat. So it means a lot. Thank you so much. If you enjoy these San Francisco Giants live post game shows, be sure to smash that subscriber button and be sure to smash the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm going live for the next San Francisco Giants post game show. Thank you so much again, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Giants, let's turn it around. Looking forward to Friday's game. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Have a great one, everyone.